Hey, what's up? Just wanted to talk basically today. I'm sick, by the way. I won't be for long. But I want to talk about Plato's allegory of the cave and actually try to put his philosophy into perspective for a lot of people, since I feel that I have a deep understanding of it, since I've actually experienced exactly what it was that he was trying to explain with that allegory. Now, for those of us who have seen it or know about it, basically, it just represented, someone who was shown one thing for its entire existence, but at some point in time in its existence, it found something new. And when it went back inside the cave to tell, maybe his friends or other people about the new that was found, which was really found, was always there, but what was learned, they didn't believe him, because they didn't see it themselves. So it's hard to describe something to someone who, it's hard to describe something to someone which that person has never experienced before, because they won't be able to get the same image that you're trying to put across. Now, I feel that I went through this whole kind of thing because I'm actually partaking in some type of transition. And it's a transition just from ignorance to, knowledge, or from, I guess you can say the matrix to reality. Now, before this transition, I was just like any other, person. I had a religion, I worked, I had a job, I still do, but anyway, I just thought that was my whole life. I had a car, money, everything, but, it just didn't bring that kind of completeness to me. And, recently, I don't even remember how it really first happened, but it's always just been a progression, and basically this progression comes forth every so often. It's just like an expansion of myself and my mind. And basically what I see is, just reality, just things as they are, I can tell someone that, Jesus was a man, and I guess people won't be able to accept that because they only have a very narrow point of view of the whole subject itself. You know what I mean? And I say that because you have to take into account also the many other religions that exist in this world created by, the human race to govern itself, to keep itself oppressed. And, you know, it's trying to explain that is me going back inside the cave. And going inside the cave, telling them, they might call me crazy. Well, not might, they do, but it's not that I'm crazy. It's just that it's hard to give someone a picture, an image within themselves of that which you are speaking of. Okay? And basically, that's, in reality, what Plato was talking about with that philosophy itself, with that whole allegory. Like me right now in my current state, I'm very observant. You see, I'm taking my time out to talk, and it might sound like a sermon to someone or whatever, or that I'm really knowledgeable, but the only thing I'm doing really is just speaking from myself, just, my perspective on things. I feel that my perspective on life, is the most important thing, because what is it? You know what I mean? And once I stopped saying that I knew everything and started looking for answers, then I realized I don't really know anything at all. And once I accepted that I don't know anything, then I realized that what I was really looking for was all on my face, the whole time. And it's actually like that with everyone. People just need to wake up, and not wake up in a sense as, oh, he's sleeping, he needs to wake up. No, like, You really need to wake up to your true self, what you are, because we all are individuals and we're all powerful. We all have our own views, our own opinions, our own thoughts, our own mind, everything. We're all separate, but at the same time, we're all the same. And a lot of more people need to recognize that. Now, with the whole allegory in a cave thing, I feel that right now what I'm doing is I'm going into the cave, talking to you guys, and telling you, giving you information about things in which I've witnessed and experienced myself that I also understand, so that way you guys can understand. Okay, ignorance is inside the cave. It's the fake reality that was created by the few percent or the few of the population of humanity that actually run everything, It was created by them. Everything in reality is an illusion. When people talk, it's an illusionary conversation. It means something, but only at a certain level, because the level at which they're speaking of is something that's only created within self, within the system. It only has to deal with this false system. And outside of the cave, that system is just a system itself. And there's a whole outside reality around that system in which you can look in from that one wholeness viewpoint of that matrix, so you can get a full understanding of every situation or the whole scheme of things. Now, right now, at this point, a lot of people are, including myself, becoming more knowledgeable about a lot of things in this matrix, but I am very observant, I am very conscious, I'm very within myself, and I can see. Meaning, when someone's talking to me, I can see them. I see them for their body, who they're represented by, but I like to speak deeper to the person who's actually within. You notice how when you meet people, you meet two people. The person who's fearful, who's within, who's playing a role because they feel like that role is the life that they were supposed to live, because it's been pressed upon them, and it's been held in place by fears. That's why people say, the two basic emotions between humans, or two basic emotions that people have, we have, is love and fear. And that second person, it's the first person that you speak to when you don't know a person and they're fearful of you. That's that person that is fearful that you are speaking to. That's that personality where if you look at the surface, you might try to, put them into a certain label as this is who they are. But in the whole scheme of things, a person that you don't see is someone that's inside, that's hiding because it's fearful of letting its true self blossom to the surface. But yeah. Anyways, that's just my talk on that. And, if anyone has any questions or want explanations or anything for just that, then, you can always message, comment, whatever. But I feel that my job is to just speak like the way I do and share my intellect, so that way others can also have the same knowledge that I do, regardless of what happens. So, other than that, deuces.